Hey, 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 all my good people and all my family. How is everybody doing? Today is a very glorious and a happy Wednesday. I am truly, truly loving information that I'm receiving and perceiving and information that I'm being able to give to you as I'm learning all this new stuff. So I'm not going to be here long before you because I am getting ready to do my 30 minutes workout here inside the house. And once I finish my 30 minutes workout, I'll probably most likely have some errands to run because I'm working on putting up my vision, not a vision board, kind of more of a vision reality. And I need to go get some more picture frames for my vision reality to get things framed up and get them everywhere I want so I can see it in order to believe it. Because a lot of people say, well, I got to see it before I believe it. That's not true. You have to believe it before you see it because your belief factor kick in with your faith. So you start, that's why little kids always dream a lot and they fantasize a lot. And when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. When I grow up, I want to be a nurse. When I grow up, I want to be a firefighter. When I grow up, I want to be a lawyer. That starts here in their faith and then their belief factor. But anyway, that's a whole different topic. Today, what was given to me, and I want to share with you all, and I was just in a wow moment. Hey, welcome. As you come in, please take the time out and speak. Definitely chime in where you're chiming in from. When you catch the live, please go ahead and drop a 1 in the comment to let me know that you're catching the live. When you catch the replay, do me a favor and hit hashtag replay or drop in the comment a number 2 to let me know that you're watching the live. Also, do me a favor as you find the content and information that I put out here of value. Also, follow me on Instagram, too. You can follow me on Instagram at I am DeloresFranklin. You can also connect with me on my YouTube channel on YouTube, and that's up on the Delores Franklin. But while you're out here, share. They say sharing is caring, sharing is loving. Spread the love because somebody else that's not in my circle or somebody that I'm not connected to, that you find this information of value, do me a favor and go ahead on and share this, okay? And also another thing, the videos and everything that I put out is public. You can actually go ahead and tag them into the video post or whatever the case may be as well. Now, this here, before I say anything, let me say this real quick, because a lot of people that I know and connect to, we have a tendency to go on a defense mode. It's time out for defense mode. It's time out for making excuses. It's time out for being stuck because we choose not to change for the better or what's best for us. So it's time out. So before you think I'm talking about you, no, I'm not talking about you. Before you think I'm pointing fingers at somebody, no, I'm not doing that. I'm only giving what was given to me for the realization for somebody to get an aha moment and say, that's me, let me change. So the topic for this, because you see, I just put my gloves on, I got to go do this workout and maybe pick up a little weights. I see how my arm doing. I did a little weights on Monday, and I felt a little different of a feeling here. So this muscle was letting me know that there's a problem. So I stopped. I'm listening to my body. Even with me working out, you have to listen to your body. The last time I didn't listen to my body out doing a walk, and I only had maybe about a half a mile left or a quarter mile, and my knee was saying that's it for the day. It could not do anymore. And I'm like, oh, you can do it. We can push through. We can push through. You all, I pushed through and completed the 2 miles for me, but I didn't listen to my body. And it caused me to limp real badly around my home for 3 days, okay? And the first thing in my mind was, oh my, I live all by myself. Ain't nobody here, da-da-da-da. You know, this was the things that was going through my mind. So definitely wanted to live a healthy life is very important to me because I don't want to be dependent on anybody. You know, I don't want my kids to take care of me. I don't want to be with assistant living or whatever they call personal assistant or a live-in, whatever you want to call it. I don't want none of that. I don't. I just want to live my life, live abundantly, prosperously, and live in wealthy. I want to live in that dominion, okay? That's it. That's all, okay? Period. And the topic for today is bless and release. What I've learned is that many of us speak blessings onto people, and we bless them and we send them on their way. But one thing I do know for a fact, the tongue speaks life and death, and you can speak a life into someone's life, and you can also speak death into someone's life. You can speak good about a person. You can also turn around and speak bad about a person. You can bless a person, and then you can also turn around and curse a person and not even realize that you have prophetically or profess a cursing and you're not even aware of it. You know, we always say, oh, I'm going to cuss you out. That's not what I'm talking about. Whoever this is for, understand where I'm coming from. So what we do, we bless people because we bless them because we think we're doing something good. But then we turn around, we always end it in a smart, sarcastic comment to make it seem like, I got the last say, so I bet there, whoop, whoop. No, you want to bless and you want to release, especially when you want to end a friendship, in a relationship. You want to cut someone out of your circle or off from your inner circle, from your table. You want to bless and you want to release. And you want to release graciously. You want to release happy. You want to release joyous. You want to release cheerful. You want to release with nothing. You want to release without not holding anything. You know, like back in the days when a lady would put a man out, she would put him out, but you can't get your clothes. Not the clothes that I brought you, not the shoes that I brought you. If you with some other female, let her this. Bring me back my car. That's what I'm talking about. When you release everything. Release everything. If he want to leave your house, excuse me, and it's a breakup and it's ending, all you have to do is sit in your chair, sit on your sofa, sit on your couch, sit at your dining room table, whatever it is, and just sit there and let that man leave graciously and let him take everything that belongs to him. Even if he want to take stuff out of your house and you say, that's mine, don't argue with him. Because let me tell you something. The same way you got it once, you can get it again. Because why? You got that type of mindset, okay? So what release mean is let go. Release don't mean just release the person, but you're still holding on to certain things. Dolores, what do you mean? I have 8 things that was downloaded to me this morning, and I'm going to give you those 8 things. And as you get these 8 things, do me a favor so I know that you got it. Type them in the comment for other people to know that you got it so that they can get it. Let's pass this like a domino effect. Let's pass the blessing on. Let's release somebody today. Let's free somebody today so that you can let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to in your life. Now, what was given to me today was to let go. What do you mean you haven't let go? You bless and you release, but you haven't let go. What do you mean by that? You're still calling their phone. You're still calling their friends. You're still calling their mama. You may be even still calling the girl that he with or the person that they with. You still trying to make some type of contact, although you say you release and you let go. Why are you calling? Number 2, you're texting. Even back to number 1, you'll call and you'll block your number to call. Y'all know that function starts 67, but you're still calling, but you're calling without your number showing up on their phone because maybe they don't have that type of function that keep private numbers or block numbers from coming from their phone. So you're calling private. You're still calling, hunty. If it's up to your ear or you dialing the number or you using somebody else's phone to dial the number and you are the one that processed it and started it, you have not let go. Number 2, you're text messaging. You're sending texts. You're making excuses to text. You're finding any kind of way to start up a conversation. It might be good morning. How you doing? Good night. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed day. That's still, you have not released and you have not let go because you're finding a way to still hold on. If you're still holding on, you have not released because you have not forgiven. And you have not completely, totally let it go. So just release it. Release it. Let it go. Take your hands off of it. Take your hands off of it. Take your mind off of it. Take your mouth off of it. Take your thoughts off of it. Take physical off of it. Whatever you have to do, do it. It's not going to be easy, but as the time go by, the days go by, the weeks go by, the months go by, all the communication stop. I can speak. I've been knowing a man since maybe like 2003. 2003. I want to say 2003. And as of 2020 was the first time I didn't hear from this man to say Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I walked in 2021 not hearing from nobody. Whether it was an ex, whether it was a friend, whether it was a classmate, whether it was somebody from my past, whether it was an ex-girlfriend or whatever. I mean, girlfriend, you know my girls that I kick it with. I didn't hear from nobody for New Year's Day. I didn't hear from anybody. Because everybody know that I have released and I let go. But some time, it takes time, okay? The next thing, number 3, you're looking on their Facebook page. If you're not looking on their Facebook page, you're looking on somebody else's Facebook page to see if they're communicating or whatever it may be on that. Let it go. Why you on their Facebook page? Why you lurking? Why you being nosy? See, misery loves company. And that means you got too much time on your hand. If you're doing all this stuff that I'm presenting, you got too much time on your hand and you need to go occupy yourself with another job. Go clean up your house. Go do some dishes. Go cook a meal. Go do some laundry. Go wash your clothes. Go kick it with your family. Go read a book. Go do something. You got too much time on your hand when you nibbling and dabbling in somebody else's business. That's what means release and let go. You let it go. Number 4. Although it's a pandemic, it ain't stopping you from doing what you want to do. Drive by to see where they live. You're driving by where they live, or you heard he may be living with this person or maybe living with that person, and you just drive by. You might drive by early in the morning. You might drive by late at night. You might drive by so that you cannot be seen. What's the purpose of that? Why are you wasting your time, your energy, and your money, and especially your gas? Why are you driving by? Why? What is it benefiting you? And then you in the back of your mind, you could be wondering what that person doing with that person, because they're probably right about now, that person doing X, Y, Z with that person, because right about now, they would have been doing X, Y, Z if they were still with me. Let it go. Let it go. That's just too much. That's too much thinking. That's too much putting too much energy into it. That's just too much. It's time to take your time and your energy and apply somewhere else that's going to cause you to produce and increase your credit score, increase your bank account, and increase your health. If it's not benefiting you, let it go. Let it go. Take your hands off of it. Number 5, bring their name up over a conversation with someone else to see if they got some information for you or they know something. For instance, you might be on the phone with your girlfriend, but you know your girlfriend might know somebody that knows something of this other particular person. And you bring up their name, yeah, girl, like such and such, you know, just to see if that person on the other end of the phone heard that person's name. So they can say, oh, yeah, by the way, girl, you know, you heard. Y'all know how that go. Don't waste your time. You shouldn't even want to bring that person's name up anymore. If you say you done what you done with, and I'll give you an example of, I had a beautiful young lady that I just unfriended on Facebook before 2021 came in. I unfriended her not because she disrespected me. It's because she disrespected my business and the business opportunities that I put out here for me and for others that's following me. And every time this young lady would comment, she would comment with the lurking eyes, or she would comment, well, whatever, in a negative way. But as long as I was posting about something that me and her both was affiliated with, she was a very happy and excited person. But she was always negative about something else that I was posting that had nothing to do with the connection between me and her. So when I finally caught on to it, she didn't do it once. She did it twice. She did it 3 times. Matter of fact, she did it 4 times. And I just said, you know what? I don't have to explain this to nobody. This is my page. I do what I want to do. The best thing that somebody can do is unfriend me. You can block me. You can delete me. You can not even follow me. You don't even have to be my friend to see what I'm posting, because everything I post is publicly. You can just go up there and hit the follow button, and you can get all the information and not miss out on anything. So this young lady, I went ahead and I unfriended her and I blocked her, because if I had just unfriended her, she would have still been able to go Google up my name and still look at everything that I post publicly. So she still would have been able to do the same thing that she's been doing. So I went ahead, I unfriended her, I unblocked her, okay? I also went ahead and I blocked her phone number, so she couldn't call, she couldn't text. That's because I'm relieving that stuff. No big deal, no hard feeling. Well, She made sure she removed me out of the company's groups and stuff. No big deal. Y'all know what I did? What God does, he does for a reason. He does it for purpose. My time there has expired. Still not mad. Kept it moving, okay? I'm not going to go check her out. I'm not going to go on friend. I'm not going to go on block. I'm done. And I'm moving on. I took my hands off of it, okay? The next thing, number 6. Perform when they show up. Let's say that we at a gathering. You're at a gathering, I'm at a gathering, and this other particular person show up. All of a sudden, your whole demeanor change. You become antsy. You got to press the floor. You got to go back and forth to the bathroom. You got to go back and forth to get something to eat. You got to stand up and sit down. Stand up and sit down. You see Tom across the way. You got to walk over there to where Tom at and come back. You see Sally over here. You got to go back and forth. Why do all that to get attention for yourself? You make yourself look silly. You know, like they say, silly rabbit. You the one that looks silly, not the person that you're trying to get their attention. Because if they wanted to speak to you, they would have walked up to you and spoke if they wanted to acknowledge you. So why put yourself through all of that? It's not that important. Then it's number 7. Speak to them. So you might be with a whole bunch of people. This person walk up. You already know there's nothing there. They done moved on, went on, whatever, the friendship or whatever. And the first thing you do, hey, Jane, how you doing, girl? It wasn't that serious. Just so that they could see you, just so that they can speak back to you. And if they like saying, you might see them roll their eyes or they might act like they didn't hear you. And what's the next thing you do? Hey, boo, how you doing? What you do? I know you heard me. Tracy, you ain't gonna speak to me, girl. You know you heard me. That's 2. Or you'll see them standing around a group of people. Tracy, I'm just using it as an example, okay, sis? And you walk around to a group of people where they standing at. And you walk over there. You can't speak, Tracy? You didn't hear me speaking to you across the way? You didn't see me when I put my hand up in the air? You ain't let go yet, boo-boo. And then finally, number 8, always find all the negative things to say and point out about a person. When you done bless somebody, when you done release them, and you truly done let them go, whatever's behind closed doors, stay behind closed doors. Whatever deep, dark secrets that you and that person have and share, it stays deep, dark secret. You don't jump up and you start exposing everything. You start saying, yeah, they this, they that. You start finding all the negatives. Girl, yeah, you know, he act like he all that in the bag. Or he or she, it don't matter, act like they all of that in the bag of chill. But girl, you know, boo, 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 XYZ. Girl, you know back in the day, such and such admit they used to talk to this person. They used to talk to that one. Or let's go ahead and get real personal here. Girl, you know he ain't even really working with anything anyway, so I don't know, woo, woo, woo. I don't know why I stayed with him that long. I don't know what was wrong with me. But baby, she ain't getting nothing. She ain't getting nothing. She ain't got herself nothing. Or you and a girlfriend done broke up. She done went on and you done went on. Y'all done part ways. No hard feeling. But you got a problem with it because you can't let go. Girl, yeah, she thinks she all that in a bag of chips. Girl, gonna let that car fool you. Yeah, it look good on the outside, but girl, get on the inside. Girl, it's so raggedy. She don't even have no money. She always borrow money from me. Somebody, you gonna tell something that somebody didn't know. Child, please, have them clothes y'all see. Them some of the clothes that I gave her. I wasn't wearing them anyway. It's always something negative. Something negative. You're not going to be satisfied till you constantly say something negative. That's not hurting that person. It's hurting you. And it shows what type of person you really truly are. And then you're wondering how come people don't want to be around you. You wonder how come people don't want to deal with you. You wonder how come people don't want to tolerate with you. In this season, in 2021, this is the season for multiplication and duplication. It's not about subtracting from nobody. It's not about belittling anybody. So the best advice that I can give you that was given to me, and when I speak you all, I'm speaking to myself too, because I have to work on me every single day. So I'm not an exception to the rule. Bless and release other people out of your life. When you bless and you release means that you let go. You take your hands off of them. You take your mouth off of them. You take your thoughts off of them. You take your whole entire physical self, mentally, spiritually, and physically, away from that person. Remove yourself from the equation. It's not going to be easy. Sometimes it does hurt. Sometimes it is hard. But I will tell you, if you don't have nobody to confide in during this time of you blessing and releasing to let go, go to God. Go to God. God ain't going to tell your secrets, and he ain't going to tell your business to nobody. That girlfriend that you've been talking to, or that circle of people, somebody going to tell what you said. They might not tell it all, but they're going to tell enough that they know where the information come from. You might even know something about that person. You might know that they got a mole on their butt cheek, or they got a mole on their breast or something. Or you might even have some nude pictures. Because it's over with between you and that person, don't give you the right to expose them and share out all the new pictures that you have of that person. That was something that you all shared that was intimate. So when it's over with, just delete them and let it go. See, belittling people is not cool, because when you belittle somebody, you also belittle yourself. See, that's how it works. That's why what goes on behind closed doors stays behind closed doors. But publicly, we should be uplifting each other. Publicly, we should celebrate each other. Even if there's bad fuel or whatever it may be, and you see this person at the grocery store, you see them on an aisle, avoid that aisle. If you decide that you don't need to shop at that time, leave the basket, turn around, walk on out the door, and go shopping at another time. Even if it's somebody that bothers your spirit, or something ain't right with that person, and you don't want to have no interaction or come across them, go a separate direction. It's nothing hard. And even a lot of times, you all, I'm be honest with you, there's people that I know have done me wrong, which I have blessed and I release. Let me give you an example. And there's no hard feeling. I thank God for growth in me. I thank God for everything. Matter of fact, this happened just last year, the 4th of July, July the 4th of 2020. And this is from an ex-boyfriend, ex-man, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is, okay? We haven't been together. There's nothing there, anything. It used to be a little high and by chit-chat, but all of that is gone, okay? Over time, it left. So on the 4th of July, I was with my daughter, one of my daughters, and I was traveling. And I was coming in from out of town. And all of a sudden, I got pictures of a new car. I recognized it, which then I was a Cadillac girl. I love my Caddies. Oh my God, I was a Caddy girl. And I got the pictures about a Cadillac. I'm not going to give no color anything. And the message came after I received got the Cadillacs, the pictures, going to say happy 4th of July. Well, the same to you. Next thing I know, I get the pictures. When I get the pictures, I get a text later on saying this could have been you if you had an XYZ. What? Huh? I still didn't say anything. How that? You walked out. You chose to leave. Whatever. You all, that night, I realized that was to make me mad. That was to upset me, make me feel that I made a big mistake by not staying with that person or not trying to be with that person. See, there's a big difference when trying to be with somebody, trying to force yourself to be with somebody, trying to do everything you can to please people, trying to do everything you can. I used to be that person. I used to be the person that would roll out the red carpet and do anything and everything just to be with somebody because of the way I was raised. You take one person, you stick with one person, and you make it work. But at the same time, it wasn't getting any better. Things was getting worse, and it started becoming more of a physical thing between me and that person. I'm not talking about physically like sex. I'm talking about physically where you start arguing and you start a fight. That's when it's time to get out, okay? When I realized it was to anger me, I thought it was pretty funny. In that middle of the night, I woke up and I said, you know what? You can go ahead and stop playing these games. You are a married man. That car was not for me. It did not belong to me. That car does not belong to you. That car is your wife's. And I never heard from that person no more as of today. So one thing that I have learned, and I will share this and I will end this live. Bless, release, and let go. I don't care who it is. Bless, release. Release me, let go. One thing I will tell you all, and this is something, I don't care how much money, I don't care about the cars, I don't care about the houses. I have walked away and left everything, house and all. And me and my kids went and lived in a low-income apartment because of a threat of burning a house down with me and my children. Either way. But let me tell you something. You can't keep no man or no woman that do not want to be kept. If they don't want to be loyal, they don't want to be faithful, you can't make them. I'm going to say that one more time. Hey, Tony Boo. How you doing, honey? And Miss Tracy, I see you too. I'm going to say that one more time. You cannot keep no man or no woman that do not want to be kept. The only way you're going to keep somebody is because they want to be kept. Y'all ever notice a lot of times when you get an animal, and if that animal is not used to being caged up or changed up or whatever, soon as you let them go, down they go. That's the same thing with a human being. If an individual do not want to be in a relationship, an individual do not want to be committed to you, you can't make them do it. You can't keep what do not want to be kept. I hope that this has been a blessing to everybody. Still, like I say, I'm not talking about nobody. I'm not pointing no finger. This was given to me. When it was given to me and downloaded, I had to quickly, that's why it looks like this, I had to quickly write it as it was given to me. And I said, okay, let me get myself together and let me become unattached. What unattached means is when I come on here, a lot of times when I'm attached, I get all hyped up. My voice get loud and I get loud and get crunk. But this time when I came to present this, if you notice, my tone has stayed the same. Because when I presented this, I wanted to make sure that I was unattached. What do unattached truly mean? Unattached mean I want to make sure that my feelings and my emotions was not connected. That's what that means when people say, oh, I can still deal with such and such, but I'm not attached. I'm unattached. What that means is I can still deal with this person. I can still talk to this person. I can still be a counselor. I can still be their boss. I can still be their friend. But I make sure that my feelings and emotions is not tied up. Because when feelings and emotions get tied up, now you're dealing with a whole different level. And you'll find yourself operating out of alignment. And you'll find yourself doing something for that person because your feelings and emotion is evolved. And what happens with feelings and emotion, now you start feeling pity for the person. You start feeling sorry for the person. You start feeling that you have to do something for this person. You feel committed to this person. You feel loyal to this person. Before you know it, you almost placed them. And you got to be very careful because this just downloaded to me. You'll find yourself worshiping an idol God. So enough of that. I'm not going to go any further. I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not all of that. The scripture said this. The Bible said that. The basic instructions before leaving earth. None of that. I came to let you know. In 2021, be the real, true adult. Be adult. And let's be cordial about the things that we do now moving forward. Because 2021 is going to multiply many people. Many people are going to see their wealth this year. Many people are going to tap into their abundance this year. And what's going to happen is going to be the people that receive it is the people that other people did not expect it from them. They thought it would be that person, but God chose this person. And that is when you're going to have to know how to operate and do the things that you're supposed to do unattached. Because when your wealth comes, everybody going to know you, baby. But until the next time y'all have a good one. Be blessed.